Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. Now the first thing I want to say, if you're watching this video as soon as it's released, this will only apply to you. The tutorial you're going to see is only applying if you are part of Hotego's Patreon and you've got access to the Patreon files. So you've got access to the CPS2 code that was released for the Analogue Pocket, which is a Patreon beta at the moment. It is not a public release. Now, if you're watching this video somewhere down the line and CPS2 has been made public, then you can still use this tutorial. But for at least for the early release, it's only for Patreon users. So if you're not a Patreon and the core isn't public, then you're not really going to get much use out of this tutorial. But like I said, if it is public and it is out, then yes, stick around, watch the tutorial, and you will get these extra games. So if you are a Patreon, then this weekend you've been enjoying CPS2 just like myself. I've not played too much because I've been smashing YouTube and just doing a lot of videos. I'm grinding hard on this. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, then a subscription is really appreciated, as is a like and turning on those notifications. It really does help out. So before we get to the video, I want to send a special thank you out to dyreschlock, who actually contacted me and told me that he's actually created a GitHub page with all the MRAs and all the JSONs that you require, and he's also contacted the updater guys, and the updater guys are currently implementing. They've implemented most of it. We're gonna do a run. If it doesn't get all of them, just bear in mind that I am doing this very quickly, literally minutes after this thing was released. So a couple of games that you saw there, the first game you saw was Darkstalkers. That's not available officially at the moment from Hotego's Patreon, but the community, dyreschlock, has worked to get it working. And Puzzle Fighter, which is big shout out to you, dyreschlock. I mentioned to him that I'm colorblind, and he got the colorblind version of the game for me. So this is a hack, because I can't enjoy this game because I have difficulty differentiating between certain colors. So as much as I like this game, I just couldn't play it. The colorblind hack is how I can play it. So thank you, buddy. And before I get into today's video, I just want to send a special thank you out to everyone that kind of helps out on the channel. Now, if I don't name you and you've helped, thank you. Like, you have my gratitude, even if it's helping others in comments, because I can't be around all the time. I work full time, kids, family life, everything. I'll try and do as much as I can, but in particular dyreschlock, Terminator 2K2, and Andy D. Like, guys, thank you very much. You're always helping me behind the scenes, and you're helping me in the comments as well, so that's appreciated. But let's show you guys how to get these extra games on there, how to get them working. Honestly, it's very easy. Let's get into this video. Okay guys, so have a look at the link in the description of the video. Click it, it's going to bring you over here to Pocket Extras on dyreschlock's GitHub page. Before we download it, let's have a quick look. Extra files for the Analogue Pocket. Currently, this repository includes extra JSON files for the newly released CPS2 core by Hotego. Some MRA files create ROMs that don't have JSON files, so I have included them here. So just in a nutshell, some of the JSON files aren't created, he's created them, and some of the names are identical, so he's created different names. So look, here we go, we've got like the colorblind one. There's actually two colorblind versions, so depending on what type of colorblind person you are, something might help. Anyway, let's get into how we're going to do this. So if you're familiar with GitHub, you know how to do this. If you're not, then hopefully you'll find all of this helpful. So let's click on the little arrow next to code, go to download zip, and here we go. We have our zip downloaded. Let's just go and show in folder. In fact, let's just minimize that. I've got my my work windows open here. I know Chrome scans it anyway, but I'm just in a habit of doing it, and I'm never going to change. So okay, no threats found. Even though I trust dyreschlock, I will still always scan it. But let's go ahead and unzip this using your favorite, unzipper. I'm using 7-zip. WinRAR's good as well. So let's just extract files and bring this window over here so I can show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, so just for housekeeping, let's delete this for now to keep things simple. And here we go. Okay, so let's have a look in here. Pocket Extras main, and he's indexed them really nicely. So you've got assets and presets. Let's just have a look in assets quickly. And in here, Okay, so that's quite a large list of games. Some of the ones that aren't available, especially like what you saw at the beginning, Darkstalkers, that wasn't in the Hotego package. We've got that in here, and I know Giga Wings in the Hotego one, but there might be some variations to the ROMs because obviously there's different versions of the ROM. Don't fully know, but the main ones I was interested in this pack was definitely Darkstalkers and the colorblind versions of Super Puzzle Fighter. So there's I wonder if it's got. Okay, no, okay, so you've got the Japanese versions of Darkstalkers as well, so that's really good. Let's add those in here. So what we want to do, let's just copy assets and copy presets. So there we go, copy these two, and that's the root of our SD card, so it'll merge it with the assets and the presets folder. So let's just go ahead and paste that. Now I've already done it at this stage. I was trying to kind of talk over my recording, but it was difficult to do. It's easier to actually talk while I'm doing it, so it's kind of writing over everything. Now what we're going to do is we are going to head over to the updater and update it, and we should profit. Now judging from the beginning of the video, I know the majority of it works. It skips some ROMs, expects stuff to get added later. It's always a work in progress, but I have got the vast amount of them in the two games I wanted, Darkstalkers and Puzzle Fighter, the colorblind version I've got. Okay, so let's head over to our updater and, well, let's update the Pocket. I'm actually doing this on my main memory card and not the test memory card. So I always, I recommend if you're doing like a big load of games, then don't do it via the USB cable and the Analogue Pocket. It will take forever. Pull out the SD card and do it directly from the SD card. But anyway, this is going to take a time. Let's skip ahead and look at all the assets that we got. Okay guys, we're here at the end. Now let's have a look and see what new assets it's pulled down. Now bear in mind, before I've done this, it was all up to date. So the only new assets I will get are the ones related to the additional CPS2 stuff that I that dyreschlock's files would have added. Now I need to emphasize, you need to make sure you've got the CPS2 core that Hotego released. But here you go, you can have a look at the ones. Here you go, these are all the games that we got. Obviously Darkstalkers in there, there's a whole bunch of other games in there. Pause it if you need to and have a look. It skipped quite a few at the moment, but remember the guys that do the updaters are constantly updating stuff. So if it's not happening right now, it's something that will get updated in the future. But for now, this is how you get extra games. By the time you watch this video and run the updater, you might get more games than I get. Okay guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and I hope you're now enjoying some more CPS2 games. Keep an eye on the channel. If there's any more updates, provided I'm not flooded with work or anything and I've got time to make videos, I will definitely do so. In the meantime, guys, thank you for watching. Special thank you out to dyreschlock again for providing this to the community. If you're not already subscribed, then please subscribe, like, notifications, all that good stuff. Help the channel grow. I'll see you guys in the next video. Pixel Cherry Ninja out.